Today is a powerful Jewish holiday called Pesach Sheni. In a nutshell, on Erev Pesach, in biblical times, we were commanded to bring a Korban Pesach, a special Pesach sacrifice, which we would then eat on the Seder itself. But there were people that unfortunately, God forbid, were tameh and were unable to bring the Korban Pesach in the state of purity and therefore could not participate in the full Pesach experience. And from the level of logic and from the level of the mind, okay, they couldn't do it. If someone is not able to do a mitzvah, they're patur, they're exempt, and therefore they're not responsible and they don't have to do it. So if God forbid someone doesn't have an arm, they don't have to put on tefillin on that arm. But there's such an incredibly deep lesson for all of us about the essence of life and desire and will that needs to be shared. Rav Biderman discusses that the word that they use to describe their frustration and pain about not being able to bring the korban is lama nigara. Why are we excluded? Obviously from the level of logic and intellect, they know why. But really what Rav Biderman discusses is that it's a cry for the soul. It's the strongest desire from the soul to be able to do a mitzvah, to be able to do good. No wasn't enough of an answer. So much so that it's unbelievable what happened. They pleaded to Moshe and Moshe went to Hashem and Hashem said, okay, 1 month later, which is Pesach Sheni, you can come and bring the korban that you were not able to bring. Hashem himself created a new halacha, a new derech, a new law. Rav Biderman discusses that this teaches us about the power of the will and the power of desire of please God, being able to, in both spiritual and physical matters, having a ratzon, having a deep desire to fulfill something, to fulfill the Devar Hashem, to be elevated, sanctified people, to make a difference in this world, to be tapped into our purpose. We need to want it and desire it. Of course, Pesach Sheni is also about this idea about mechadesh, of starting fresh. As we say in our prayers, mechadesh betuvo. In his goodness, he gives us mechadesh b'chol yom, every single day. But that power of newness comes from the power of a desire to do something better, to do something different, to be the full capacity of what Hashem wants our neshama to be in this world. There is no. Hashem wants us to yearn and to run after. The word ratzon means ruts, to run. We should run after the good. Of course, with Hashem's help and the people around us, we can make it happen. And to not be afraid to ask. Not only should we go after it, but we need to ask for it. Ask Hashem, and we need to ask the people. We need to ask our leaders. We need to ask Moshe. When you ask, you make an act of will. And Hashem wants us to fight with all our heart and with all our soul for what's important. And we need to activate our will on Pesach Sheni and in every day. This is such an unbelievable gift from Hashem.